Uganda launched the plans to revive the Uganda Airlines after the 2016 general elections, following the closure of the national airline in 2001 due to poor performance and a decline in passengers under the former management.
Andrew.
However, in 2019, as part of the government's air transport revival plan, Uganda accelerated its efforts by acquiring two Canada Air regional jets, CRJ-900, also known as Bombardier, in April of that year, and two more of the same type in October, bringing the total to 4 Bombardiers. Later, Uganda also purchased two Airbus A330 neo aircraft to facilitate long-haul journeys. The establishment of the airline aimed to reduce the cost of air travel by foreign airlines, estimated at $450 million annually, and to promote tourism.
Each year, Ugandans were donating $450 million.
The public was excited when the flights began, with orders for civil servants to start using Uganda Airlines. Despite rumors circulating about the age of the planes, particularly the Bombardiers, officials quickly dispelled them.
The information is that this is an overhauled Bombardier, and therefore we are buying things that will put us into disrepute. It is one of the reasons where you were put on oath.
Honorable Chair and members, we went into an agreement. We signed an agreement with the company, and the agreement clearly says that we are buying new equipment.
Suspended some former employees for corruption.
The airline was infiltrated immediately by some corrupt elements, employing their relatives, over budgeting, over inflating the procurement costs. Terrible, terrible things.
However, the company began experiencing losses, with Auditor General's report of the financial year 2019-2020 revealing that 102 billion shillings had not been recovered.
The entity regular monitoring.
In 2022, the government suspended Uganda Airlines employees for involvement in various scandals, and they were immediately replaced.
Some people have been interdicted. Some people, their contracts have been terminated. Of course, once they discover, they make investigations, they look here and there also you accept. That's what happened.
During a meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, it was revealed that top officials at Uganda Airlines were receiving high salaries, surprising many, including MPs.
Working day and night, like UNRWA, like KCCA, Heart Institute, saving lives of Ugandans every day. And some institutions are breaking even in terms of profits. Even as members of parliament, who share with the full constituency, we are not even earning half of what she's paying herself.
But then the CEO 80 million. I would like to know her qualification that earns her that 80 million per month in the company that has financial issues like the Uganda Airlines.
So they asked us to propose a salary structure based on the industry. And we were supposed to benchmark the airlines in the region and also airlines that are flying the type of aircraft we have. And that we did and presented to the board.
In the financial year 2023-2024, the airline reported a loss of 237 billion shillings, although management stated it was an improvement compared to the previous years. These losses have raised doubts among the public. Management attributes the losses to the high cost of spare parts for the Bombardier aircrafts, as the manufacturer, now owned by the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, no longer produces the CRJ-900.
This company itself should be able to tell us when were they supposed to make profit, because you have sunk in capital, you have sunk in a lot of money. At what time were you supposed to make profit?
Visibility of Uganda Airlines aeroplanes. I want to put it on record that our aircrafts are maintained to the top standards in accordance with the regulator, Uganda CAA, and the global requirements.
Chair, the largest contributor to our losses
is highly fuel costs, followed in this financial year, followed by depreciation, and then what we call crew allowances. These are significant. These have had a significant impact on our operational performance.
So there is no production, because once there is no production, it means one, that I will not have spares. Two, I'll acquire them expensively. Three, I'll get used spares. And you know how sensitive that can be to the industry.
Aircraft, the scarcity of aircraft spares. This is a global issue, and it's not only to Uganda Airlines or to Uganda. It's a global issue, and it's affecting all aircraft types.
Despite operating on 17 routes with a total of 6 aircrafts, Uganda Airlines faces restrictions on the Bombardier aircraft for long-distance flights, prompting them to lease additional planes for such journeys.
You will realize that the fleet we have, the 4 CRJs and the 2 Airbus, have a discordance in terms of capacity. So the CRJs are unable to operate the routes that are beyond a certain hour. So that means that on some of these operations, we limit the number of passengers, so we don't operate optimally.
The Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises is currently investigating the airline based on the findings of the Auditor General's report for the financial year 2023-2024. The recurring scandals have cast doubt on the future of the airline despite initial support from Ugandans. Juma Kiria, NTV.